The WNBA have now fined Caitlin Clark for saying refs can't stop us. What world do we live in?
Picture this. Caitlin Clark says just one sentence, and it becomes the WNBA's worst nightmare. Yes, you heard that right. Clark didn't hold back. She finally broke her silence and said something the league just couldn't handle. The result? A $200 fine. $200. Seriously? If you think the WNBA doesn't deserve Caitlin Clark, drop a "this league is a joke" in the comments, because that's exactly what fans are saying.
Kathy Engelbert, you need to be fired. You need to be straight up fired. How dare you? How dare you try to find the GOAT, Caitlin?
And let me tell you, this one historic little comment from Caitlin Clark didn't just shake up the league. It exposed their insecurity and turned into a total embarrassment for Kathy Engelbert.
$100. Kathy, what do you think you are accomplishing by that? What kind of message do you think you're accomplishing by doing? You're not even making an example out of her by finding her an exorbitant amount of money. You are literally making a joke out of yourself by finding her such a little.
And here's the worst part. Fans are tearing them apart. Then Sophie Cunningham added fuel to the fire, and together it became the biggest embarrassment the WNBA has faced all season. So what exactly went down? Let's break it all down.
Caitlin Clark, yeah, she gonna get fined again. I'm just pointing this out. This also hilariously gives a double middle finger to the WNBA. I mean, honestly, and all their BS.
Okay, so the Indiana Fever are finally back in the semifinals after 10 long years. Honestly, that's basically an entire generation of fans who've been waiting for this moment.
First time in 10 years that the Fever have made it to the second round of the playoffs. This is the first time that they have won a first round playoff series in 10 years, you guys, since 2015. And they're doing it without Caitlin Clark, without Sophie Cunningham, without Ari McDonald, without Sid Colson, without Chloe Bibby, without Damiris Dante.
But the way they got here, straight out of a Hollywood thriller. They dropped the first game to the Atlanta Dream, which meant Game 2 was literally do or die. All eyes were on them. And on September 16th, the Fever absolutely delivered. The win was brutal, the crowd was electric, and the whole team was on fire. Even the bench was celebrating like they'd just hit the jackpot.
Are headed to the semifinals of the WNBA for the first time in 10 years. Kelsey Mitchell said, "We've all that we've got, and we're all that we have."
Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham were the leaders of the bench mob, both injured, both sitting out. But the way they cheered, jumped, danced, and screamed, pure fire. And honestly, it was beautiful to watch. Now here's the twist. Who would have thought Caitlin Clark could get fined just for celebrating? Sounds unreal, right? But it actually happened, and she confirmed it herself. Here's how it went down. The Fever's Instagram page posted a clip of the bench mob going wild after Game 2, and under that video, Caitlin dropped just 2 little comments.
On Instagram, commented this: refs couldn't stop us. Elite bench mob. Like, you would think that means nothing. You would think that means absolutely nothing.
That's it. She literally didn't say anything else. But guess what? Today, she dropped some shocking news on X.
She got fined. She got fined for saying refs can't stop us. The WNBA have now fined Caitlin Clark for saying refs can't stop us.
Seriously, who's even running the fine machine over there? Some guy with a clipboard in a room like, oh no, she mentioned refs. Quick, hit the red button. Come on, W. Come on, Kathy Engelbert. That's like fining a kid for clapping too loud in class or charging someone for laughing at a comedy show. She didn't insult anyone. She didn't call out a single name. She just hyped her team. And even if she said refs couldn't stop us, that could mean anything. celebrating the win, the energy, even just the momentum.
Referees has to be spoken, cannot be said by an Indiana Fever player, otherwise it's a fine. And the worst part is if they got fined for celebrating. So I don't think, only she got fined, not everybody. There's other people on the floor.
But no, the league still found a way to twist it. And now fans are absolutely roasting the WNBA in the most hilarious ways. They've turned the whole thing into a comedy show, cracking jokes about how tiny the fine was. Some of the comments, honestly, they had me laughing out loud. One person on X wrote, "Did you ask for an installment plan?" Another said, "A $200 fine in a professional sports league is a bigger embarrassment to the league than Caitlin's comment ever was." And honestly, they're not wrong. But it wasn't just fans piling on. Sophie Cunningham jumped in, too. She reposted Caitlin's post and joked that they might need to start a GoFundMe to pay it off. At this point, that's not even sarcasm. It's straight up trolling the league.
This is really going to break the bank for her, starting a GoFundMe now. It'd be so funny if someone started a GoFundMe. That would be, in my opinion, that is the funniest thing you can do in this scenario, is if somebody started a GoFundMe for Caitlin Clark with the, well, you have to get, $2.
And let's not forget Sophie's history. She's always been the one player who never stays quiet. She's got a long record with the WNBA, calling out refs, pointing out double standards, getting fined, and then coming back even louder the next time. That's her brand now. But this time it was Caitlin. And you could almost see Sophie enjoying the moment, like, "Welcome to the club. Welcome to the fine squad." And the fans? Oh, they noticed. One even wrote, "The W is obsessed with you guys." Do they have an employee who just sits around reading Fever players' social media all day? That's hilarious, but here's the thing. This isn't just about a $200 fine. From day one, fans and analysts have been saying Caitlin isn't getting the respect or treatment she deserves. And from the league and Kathy Engelbert, it almost feels like jealousy.
Trying to find the GOAT. I'm going to start a GoFundMe for the GOAT. She don't need it, but we're not going to let the WNBA take Caitlin Clark's.
And before we even get into the past, just look at what happened a few days ago. Paige Buchers wins Rookie of the Year, and Kathy Engelbert herself shows up in person to hand over the trophy. It looked like a royal ceremony, red carpet vibes, cameras flashing, dancing, all smiles.
Set with the Jennifer Hudson Show to surprise Paige Buchers of the Dallas Wings with the 2025 Kate Rookie of the Year Awards. We're going to be all smiles and cheering, and I can't wait to see her dance.
Oh, you'll be in here? Oh,
Now compare that to Caitlin Clark last year, Rookie of the Year, a record-breaking season, historic viewership numbers. And what did Kathy give her? Just a phone call. That's it. Congrats, Caitlin. Okay, bye. No stage, no spotlight, no celebration, nothing.
You just have somebody that wants to say a couple things really quick.
So, hi, Coach Side. This is WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. Do we have the team all together?
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
All right. I know you guys are in Connecticut. Well, but good luck in tomorrow's playoff game. And is Caitlin Clark in the room?
She sure is.
Yeah. Caitlin, it feels like just yesterday when I called your name to the stage as the number one pick in this year's draft. You held the Indiana Fever jersey for the first time, and what a record-breaking season for you and the entire team, full of outstanding performances. And I know all of you had hard work and dedication in this game.
I mean, come on. This is the player who literally made your league worth watching. She brought millions of new fans into WNBA arenas, broke viewership records, and filled stadiums that were half empty before she arrived. And your way of saying thank you is a phone call? Then, as if that wasn't enough disrespect, you slap her with a $200 fine. What's really going on here? Honestly, I just can't understand it.
Caitlin Clark, $200 is insignificant. So what kind of message can really be sent by fining her? Nothing logical.
$200. Let's be real, WNBA refs, and even Kathy Engelbert's salary exist because Caitlin Clark brought the money in. Fans are paying to watch her, not the refs, not the commissioner. And here's the real issue, guys. Fans aren't just roasting the league, they're demanding change. Instead of handing out these laughable fines, Why not actually fix the real problems?
All she said was refs couldn't stop us. And the league fined her for this. I don't even care how much it is. It's the principle of that the league is paying attention to the wrong damn things. How the hell are you worried about a Caitlin Clark comment on a random Instagram post, but you not worrying about the officiating? You're not worrying about everything that's going on in the league, that the physicality that everybody want to brag about, which is not basketball.
The first big issue? Bad officiating. For years, players and analysts have called out the refs, and nothing changes. Why does the league keep ignoring that? You won't fix the officiating, but you're quick to fine your star player for typing a single word on social media. And just look at what happened recently. Sophie Cunningham, Caitlin, and the other Fever players were just celebrating a win, and your security acted like cops, not even letting them jump around.
The security in check too. Look at this here. First of all, you know, respect sister love, get your money, not trying to knock you, but as long as the game is not in play, timeouts, we can stand on this half of half court. We can stand on our side of the court. We didn't cross half court. We don't need you pushing them away. No. Just do your job. Don't do no extras. They not paying you to do no extras, bro. Stop it. Stop.
Sophie was literally explaining that they were on their own side of the court, yet somehow it still turned into drama. Stuff like this makes headlines every week, and instead of fixing it, the league just goes after whoever speaks up. Anyway, let's get back to Caitlin Clark. She doesn't care about these little fines. She doesn't care about Kathy's cheap shots either. She's too busy being great, pushing women's basketball to new heights. And just look at how she responded after the league fined her.
Got fined $200 for this. Bench mob will be even more rowdy tomorrow. Let's go. That little $200 ain't nothing. Them new Caitlin Clark sneakers about to fly off the shelves. We don't give a damn about your $200 fine, Kathy Ing.
That's exactly why she's the GOAT. She doesn't care one bit about what the league tries to do to her. But while she's out there elevating the game, the league is busy punishing players just for speaking their minds. Freedom of speech is treated like a crime. So here we are, Caitlin Clark fined $200 for literally doing and saying nothing. Meanwhile, fans are demanding the league actually fix what matters, the real issues that are driving people crazy. But the question is, will they ever solve those problems, or just keep handing out pocket change fines to their biggest star?
You start finding referees for not calling fouls. Why don't you start putting that type of energy into making sure the game is played better? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? Because that would be nice.
Now, if you think Caitlin deserves better, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because we're not done exposing the WNBA. Music